What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Matt, and today I'm back at it again with another reaction video for y'all. And today we got the homie Roy Jones Jr. highlight greatest hits. Roy Jones, he was a bad boy in his prime. I ain't gonna lie, he was A1. I think he was a light heavyweight, I believe, and I think he could fight in the heavyweight division if I'm not mistaken. Let me know down in the comments. But hey, we finna get into this video. We finna check it out. Let's go.
Look at the 1990s Fighter of the Decade and former Olympic silver medalist Roy Jones Jr.
Boy, they finna copyright claim me left and right. I don't know, y'all be seeing that? UMG be copyright claiming people.
Jones Jr. turned pro on May 6, 1989, just a few months after his Olympic efforts. He faced off with Ricky Randall at the Civic Center in Pensacola, Florida.
Okay.
April 3rd, 1992. Roy had already racked up 16 wins, all by way of knockout, and was ready to square off with Art Serrano in Reno, Nevada. Roy started fast, and after just a few seconds, it was apparent that Serrano would be lucky to make it to round 2. And that's when Roy landed the punch that would later be remembered as the exorcism of Serrano.
Hey, that boy Roy was fast. Y'all, I think Roy might have been faster than Mayweather in his prime. That boy fast with it. Bro, look how this man's body just slumped over when he got punched. You saw that? He looked like a big ass
May
tree
22nd,
limb.
1993. Roy faced off with Bernard Hopkins for the vacant IBF middleweight title at the RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. Both men had built up impressive winning streaks, Jones being undefeated in his 21 bouts, and Hopkins on a 22-fight win streak since a loss in his pro debut.
God bless, let's rock.
Trying to become Philadelphia's first middleweight champion ever, would you believe it? He's gaining confidence, but maybe he loses some after that right hand by Jones. Hopkins is one, spent 4 years in prison doing hard time for a chain snatching.
Good combinations by Roy Jones.
They say Bernard Hopkins spent 4 years in prison. Hey, Bernard Hopkins, hey, he could fight too. But let's get back to the video.
Right hand, left hook, and there's another left hook, right hand.
Right hand landed inside for Jones.
Again, an unorthodox punch, Jim. I mean, these are combinations I've never seen before.
After a closely contested fight, the decision was left to the judges at ringside.
To 112 for the winner by unanimous
Boy,
decision.
not
And now the
Bernard
IBF
Hopkins looked like
middleweight champion of the world,
Evander Holyfield. He just he swole, his face swelled up. He kind of looked like Evander
November 18,
Holyfield.
1994. Roy faced off with rising star
James Tony, he
Jim
on
Brand
Fight
in
Night
Las Vegas,
Round
Nevada.
4. He be cheating,
The
bro.
fight was being built up
Nah,
as
bro,
the
that
best
man be
middleweight
cheating on
fighter
Fight Night Round
Jones
4.
being undefeated
I
in
got
his
it on
26
Xbox
bouts,
360. I
Tony
used to play it all the
undefeated in his
time.
first 46
He be
bouts.
whooping your
Someone
ass,
though
bro,
had
across that ring. Mike Tyson be cheating on there. Every time you look up, he run up on you, be getting your body shots.
Couple of body shots by Jones.
Not protecting his chin. He got it up there, though.
Tony hasn't found many openings.
And there was the quickness of Jones again. He made Tony miss and nailed him with 2 of those unorthodox punches.
Hey, that boy, Roy
Roy
Jones,
started off better,
ruthless
fast
with
combinations
his.
of leaping left hooks in the opening rounds, and then in round 3, he scored the first and only knockdown in the fight.
Showboating by Jones. He tempts fate, I think. Left hook, and down goes Tony.
Ooh. Bro, that when James Tony was like young, I think. That when he was young, he was skinny on the game. He fat. That boy fat on the game. He fat, but that nigga be hitting hard.
Faster against Tony than some might have suspected.
Roy continued to dominate the fight, landing unorthodox punches from angles so unusual and unprecedented that even a defensive master like James Toney could do nothing about it.
Hey, who y'all think go win between him and Mike
September
Tyson when
30th,
they
1995.
fight?
Jones defended his IBF
Hey,
crown
I
against
saw
rugged
Mike
tough
train.
Tony
Mike,
Thornton in
hey,
his
Mike
hometown
ready. That boy
Pensacola.
might fold Roy up.
Protect yourself at all times. Shake hands. Come out boxing is the
But I don't know. I like Mike and Roy, but hey, may the best man win.
Thornton protecting himself as Roy tries to come with another left hook. Now Roy getting fancy as he pulls punches with the right hand.
Roy was having a punch-perfect performance in the first 2 rounds, and just on the bell, he landed a leaping left hook.
Yeah, Mike, hey, Roy do that against Mike. I don't know if he's still fat. I don't know if Roy Jones Jr. still fast like he used to be in his prime. Bro, hey, if he can still do that to get in the ring with Mike and do all that, hey, he might have a chance. But you know, Mike be hitting you with body shots. I seen him. I seen a video of Mike was folding some man up with body shots, bro. Hitting him with body shot. Mike be got a mean uppercut. That boy be cheating, just like on the video game. I told you, Mike be cheating. I remember I created a character. That boy folded me up.
October 4th,
He just
1996.
dominated his man in
Jones
the corner.
faced 16-0 unbeaten prospect Bryant Brannon in Madison Square Gardens, and Brannon made his intentions known as soon as the first bell rang.
See the muscles bulging as he races across the ring and launches a wild right to the body. And Roy Jones stands in a peekaboo as Bryant Brannon throws about 8 weak punches in a row.
Although Brannon started explosively, it was clear that it had little effect on Jones, who simply sucked it up and then unleashed his own punches.
Bro,
Again, Brannon having trouble for the moment staying on his feet.
ooh, that boy Roy fast with his. Bro, how you do all that?
Brannon with his overwhelming hand speed. They were so psyched for the
That boy
possibility
Roy
of
fast.
a big fight against Roy Jones. And their man is
Jones felt Brannon had taken enough punishment and that the ref should have stopped the fight, but Jones was told to continue, and so he did.
And then Jones says, look, you want more? Okay.
Bro, this man just got punished. They should have threw in the towel for the man. They should have gone ahead and stopped the fight. Somebody getting them many licks upside their head. He got a
November
bald head. You
22nd,
know his head go
1996.
swell up.
Just 1 month after his
Bro,
KO,
you seen how Roy was fast in his prime, bro. He was faster than Mayweather. But this man just punished him. I was gonna say something. I don't know what I was about to say, but hey, let's get back to the video.
for Bryant Brannon, Jones decided it was time to move up from super middleweight to light heavyweight, and he challenged the 3-weight world champion and respected 175-pounder Mike the Body Snatcher McCallum for the WBC interim title.
His name Mike Body Snatcher McAllister.
Roy Jones can make you pay for dropping your hand.
As he just did there with a counter right over the top of McCallum's jab. Certainly McCallum is following his fight plan. Roy Jones lands a right cross. McCallum takes it pretty well.
Jones looked just as sharp and fast as he did at his previous weight and won a complete shutout on the judges' scorecards in a 12-round unanimous decision. March 21st, 1990.
Bro, imagine if Roy Jones in his prime was out today. Imagine Roy Jones and Mike Tyson and all them other fighters that they used to have back in the came out in the early 90s. Imagine them in their prime today. Bro, they will fold having them people up in boxing. I guarantee you that. But I was finna say, you know the other dude that he was fighting that ran up, he ran up on the man in the ring, got to beating up, had Roy on the ropes beating him up, getting them body shots and everything. How you do all that? You seen what you call it was blocking. Roy came back and folded this man up. He ain't wanted to fight him. I think he had to say somebody stop not stop, but something like that. I'm trying to say. Let me get back to the video.
37. Jones faced undefeated WBC light heavyweight champion Montel Griffin at the Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Despite Roy scoring a knockdown in round 7, the judges rightfully had the fight even on the scorecards, and in round 9, Jones would lose his first fight in 35 due to what appeared to be an act of desperation, or perhaps just a mistake in the moment.
That boy got folded. He can't get up off the mat.
That Roy Jones is going to be disqualified and will lose his title.
The Jersey State Commissioner, I don't think
Larry
has
Hazard
it
is
in the
choice. They have no
Why they I think they disqualified him because he was already down when he was on the ropes, and he come back in and boom, he hit him with hard one, bro.
As he scored a first-round knockout to win the WBC light heavyweight championship.
with 50 seconds to go in round number 1. Huge round for Roy Jones so far.
Roy Jones is playing the fainting game, and Griffith is benefiting by it. Oh, what a left hook. What a left.
Hey, look at old boy's face. Boom. Bro, you see this man's face when the camera was on him? He looking up. That'd be the funniest thing ever in boxing. They get caught and get knocked out. You see the face. You see the look on their face when they be looking at the camera.
April 25th, 1998. Jones faced arguably the greatest light heavyweight from the previous 10 years, Virgil Hill, who had made 22 title defenses at 175 pounds. The opening rounds were tentative, but Jones appeared to be getting the better of his man, and then in round 4, Jones would land a body shot that is still regarded today as one of the most brutal punches ever landed, breaking multiple ribs.
Virgil's making it difficult for him.
Bro, that body shot will get you. I be seeing it. People be getting hit in the ribs and in the side. That kidney shot will fold you up.
One shot to the ribs. Mike, look at it, he's still slumping
I
down.
know it real broke.
What a bomb by Roy Jones, and a guy that has not put fighters away with the right hand or with the one punch. You're seeing the left hand all the way, and that is a new way for Roy Jones to end a fight, and that is just dynamic.
That's you learn something every time you see this.
I remember
man
when
in the
Roy
ring.
made that song
Wonder
"Can't
how
Be Touched." Hey, that was a banger when I was up in elementary.
that punch drops
Hey, he was going off on that, bruh.
March 1st, 2003. Jones would make the leap from light heavy all the way up to heavyweight, taking on WBA world champion John Ruiz, who had won his title from the great Evander Holyfield just a year prior.
He's the best fighter in the world today.
Evander Holyfield was fighting up in 2003. I thought that man retired.
Up to the ultimate
I didn't know he was still fighting in 03.
weight champ John Ruiz. He better be ready.
I remember this commercial.
Call him heavyweight.
That just hit me. I remember these commercials back in the day. They used to show them all the time in the early 90s and the early 2000s. But you know, I ain't never really got that much into boxing. I used to watch it on and off.
When you can see Jones have that much time, ain't nothing to do.
And Ruiz comes back with his own left hook and lands the first big right hand. And Jones lands the left in return. And they're fighting in the center of the ring.
Despite Jones suffering a 33-pound weight disadvantage, he had little problem in the fight and won a 12-round unanimous decision.
The mount 118 to 110. All three.
Bro, is that old boy? What's his name? Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton name. I think ain't that Al Sharpton? Al Sharpton ain't nothing but a old hypocrite. Look at him, old gray hair. He ain't nothing but a hypocrite. I don't like that man for some reason. But I'm finna say, bro, you know how skilled these boxers is? Cause they be fast and they be catching punches. You see how somebody swing on them and how quick they be dodging and moving out the way. Bro, you know you gotta be real good to do that shit. Cause some of them boxers be super fast. I don't see how people be dodging Mayweather or Roy like that. You see how fast Roy was in his prime. I don't see how half of the people used to could do that. I guess it so many years of training you get adapted to all of that. Hey, but let's get back to the video.
In favor of the winner, joining boxing's elite, the new WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones
Hey, they look like Charlie Clips.
Jr.
I don't know if y'all watch battle rap, but he look like Charlie Clips though.
This would be Roy Jones' last graceful victory. Despite moving back down to light heavyweight in his next fight and defeating Antonio Tarver, Roy looked a shell of his prime self, and in their rematch, Roy suffered a brutal knockout defeat that he would never fully recover from. He lost 8 more fights to people he would most likely have destroyed in his prime, and won 14 against no notable names outside of a washed-up Felix Trinidad in 2008.
Roy, he should have, man, I would have retired. Forget
If you
that.
enjoyed this content, make sure
I
to leave
think,
a like. It really helps out our channel.
in my honest opinion, I think he should have retired after the dude who he fought, Ruiz. I don't know. I can't say the man's name. Ruiz, right? He should have retired. He was a world heavyweight man. I would have retired. Forget that. I would have retired after I beat this man. Hey, your boy not boxing anymore. Go ahead and call him up and let him know I retired instead of going a couple more years and getting my ass whooped in the ring left and right with licks all upside my head. You out of your mind, not your boy right here. Throw it in the towel. I retire. I gave it up. But hey, if you like my reaction to the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The original link to the video will be down below. Without that being said, go ahead and comment and let me know who you think go win in between Mike and Roy Jones. You know, I want to say Mike, then again I want to say Roy Jones. I like both of them, you know. May the best man win. But I think Mike might get him. I think Mike Tyson might get him. But I believe if Roy keep his distance, he might get a couple hits in on Mike. But Mike look like he a more of an inside fight. He be working on he be getting your body shots and everything. Then you lean over. Then when he catch you with some mean uppercuts, then he catch you with a right. Bro, this man be Mike be looking like he be ready to murder and kill people when he be in the ring. You be seeing the look on his man's face. But hey, your boy out. Stay safe out there. Peace.